Hello and welcome here to Talking FCB, and once again guys, I am back to speak about Lionel Messi's future. Now it seems that these rumours and these different speculation is becoming far too frequent, and I'd like to set the record straight today because of course we don't know anything. That's the bottom line here. Nothing has been confirmed. There's been absolutely nothing spoken with Lionel Messi about this, with any particular clubs, with the board. What we can go on is different newspaper articles and speculation and rumours and things that Lionel Messi has done on social media, and that is basically all we have to go on. So first of all, let me say that these rumours have come at a time when we are clearly in a mess. That's the bottom line here, that our club is going through a really bad time at the moment, so it's very, very easy to make these rumours up when we are going through a bad time. If this had come about when we were on very, very good form, it would be laughed away as simply poor speculation, bad journalism. But the fact is, we're not going through a good period, so these rumours have come to light. Now, there's a few ways you can look at this, and number one is that Lionel Messi wants to leave. That's the first one. You can say that Lionel Messi wants to leave Barcelona because at the moment we're not good enough. He's in his peak years, and he does not want to spend the very peak of his career at a club that is clearly not achieving. That's the first way you can look at it. He's gone and followed Chelsea on Instagram, and he missed training yesterday. Barcelona officially stated that he had a stomach bug, but rumours in the Spanish papers are claiming that he has fallen out with Luis Enrique and had a heated argument with him after he was left on the bench against Real Sociedad. Therefore, he didn't turn up to training. It was an open training session day. He didn't turn up for that, and now he's gone and followed Chelsea on social media on Instagram, so that means he's leaving. That's the first option, which I must admit doesn't really go well, does it? I mean, there's a few little stumbling points there, but basically what I will say about that is Lionel Messi can do what the hell he likes on Instagram. It is there as a tool to use as social media and interaction. He can follow who he likes. He has been following Manchester City for months. He loves Sergio Aguero. He's following him. He followed Felipe Luis just yesterday as well. You know, following Chelsea on Instagram, if that's the way that transfers start nowadays, then we really are moving into hidden depths here, because it seems that something so small and so petty. I admit the timing is suspect, and I'm going to come on to that in my next point. The timing is very, very suspicious, but having said that, he's following Chelsea on Instagram. I mean, come on, come off it here. Is that really a big message to send out? Because the third statement that I'm going to make, and the third way you can look at this, is that Lionel Messi has an agenda. Now, what I mean by that is, Lionel Messi is doing all these things because he's got a long-term aim in mind. And that long-term aim is something that has been bothering him now for a few years, and that has become slightly public. In the last interview that he gave publicly about his future, he said, I want to stay at Barcelona for the foreseeable future and for most of the rest of my career. If I can. He basically said that nothing is certain in football, and if it was up to him, he would stay. Now, from that, we got that he was sort of hinting at the board, possibly wanting to sell him. You know, you never know what they're thinking, you never know what they're going to do. They're not very reliable people. Now, the problem Messi has had with the board goes back to when he had to go at Faust. You know, he said over the handling, and that was very, very public. Now, Lionel Messi does not like the Barcelona board for the same reason we do. Lionel Messi is as big a Barcelona fan as we all are. He does not like the way they're running the club, he doesn't like the way that things are going, and he certainly doesn't like the decisions they've made over the last few seasons. So Lionel Messi wants them out. That's the one way to look at it, that Lionel Messi now wants to get the board out. And already this morning now we're hearing that certain board members are looking to have a meeting and they want summer elections. Now that has come one day after Lionel Messi, his hell broke loose on the internet after he followed Chelsea on Instagram. So it does seem as though Lionel Messi possibly here has done something that may look bad in the short term, but what he's actually done is said, you know what guys, I could leave. Because of the people at the top of the club, I could well leave, and that may well prompt other board members to think, hang on a sec, we're at risk of losing Lionel Messi, or we're at risk of losing our best player. Let's do something. Now, if it was possible to get summer elections and a new board came in, that would be simply outstanding. And Lionel Messi, I'm sure, would have achieved his goal. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that's definite. You know, anything could be happening. He could simply have been sitting in his house, scrolling through, on his phone or his iPad or whatever he has, and he could have clicked on Chelsea's profile and thought, they've got some decent photos. I like the, players laughing and joking and training. I'll follow Chelsea, and maybe, we don't know the circumstances. Thiago could have been sitting on his iPad and accidentally clicked on follow Chelsea. I mean, it's really strange. The timing is weird. We don't know what's gone on with Luis Enrique. Another thing I'll say as well, guys, there's a lot of talk here that, if he is going to go, he's going to go to Chelsea. The first thing that you talk about is financial fair play and the transfer fee. Lionel Messi would only be allowed to leave Barcelona if he wanted to leave, which basically means the club had no intention of letting him leave. Therefore, if he was to go, Chelsea would have to meet his buyout clause. His buyout clause is £250 million. In the current football world, that is astronomical. The world record transfer fee at the moment stands at £85 million, Gareth Bale going to Real Madrid. So Lionel Messi's transfer would be one that's never happened before. Now, one thing that would help Chelsea is that their kit deal is with Adidas. That would help them massively. Adidas are very, very keen for Messi to go to an Adidas-based club. At the moment, of course, Barcelona's shirts are made by Nike. Adidas don't like that. So Adidas may even help out Chelsea in terms of the transfer fee. But the transfer fee, and don't forget Lionel Messi's wages, which come around the £250,000-300,000 a week mark, it will be very, very difficult for Chelsea. Man City, I don't think, can sign him. Man City, of course, they can sign him because of their wealth, but because of financial fair play, they simply cannot. And that's not because Chelsea could probably get banned by financial fair play if they do sign him, but Chelsea haven't been banned before. Man City have already suffered a sanction by UEFA for failing financial fair play. They had to pay around £30-50 million, like PSG did. If they failed it again, they would be risking getting kicked out of European competitions. You cannot consistently fail financial fair play because it will impact your club in big ways. So I don't really see Man City in the running. Chelsea are the only club realistically that can sign him. Bayern Munich are possibly another one, the Pep link as well there, but Chelsea are the one. And the one thing I'll say with this is, there's been a lot of speculation Lionel Messi has fallen out with Luis Enrique. That's why he wants to leave Barcelona. Number one, Lionel Messi will probably be at Barcelona longer than Luis Enrique will, whether he's successful or not. Luis Enrique will probably leave before Messi even leaves the club himself. The second thing is, if Lionel Messi has fallen out with Luis Enrique, he's now going to go to Chelsea and be managed by Jose Mourinho. Now that doesn't really make sense to me. Lionel Messi has never seen eye to eye with Mourinho. Mourinho has never seen eye to eye with Lionel Messi, and I really don't see that working out. So, it's all open to interpretation. Like we say, we know absolutely nothing. We're clutching at straws really here. The events of the last few days really has thrown everything into the mix. But if it was my honest opinion, Lionel Messi has been here since he was a child. He's grown up with Barcelona. He's come up through the ranks. He's established himself in Barcelona folklore. He's broken nearly every single record known to man at that club. There is no way that he'd want to leave. It's in his heart. It's in his blood. His family are all connected with the club. They all live in Barcelona. It's huge for him. He will not want to leave. He will not want to go to the Premier League. And I honestly believe that his future, Luis Enrique or not, bored or not, Lionel Messi's future lies with Barcelona and Barcelona only. So leave your thoughts down below, guys. There's a lot of things coming in on this. If you've got any questions, leave them below and I'll do my best to answer all of those. I'll have another video coming up later today as well, guys, talking about those summer elections specifically and what could happen if they go ahead. Very exciting times and possibly some good news on the horizon at last. So leave your thoughts down below, guys. Leave this video a like if you did enjoy it, and of course please subscribe for more Talk FCB videos. I'll be back soon, but until then, Visca Barça.